I'm not sure what the message will be today, but I'm sure I know it's gonna be great. I feel I'm back finally. This time's been so turbulent for me. I didn't feel myself lots of the days, and I don't know, something is weird happening in the air. It's the stars, it's planets, it's we are going into a different dimension. I don't know, but I wasn't feeling myself. And a lot of the videos that you can see on the channel, my energy is very disturbed, and I didn't want to upload these videos. But every time I'm kind of reminding myself, why am I doing this channel? And this channel is love and human expression, of course, but this channel is also a commitment to authenticity, honesty, and no shame, and loving every single part of yourself and every single form that appears today. And if I choose to not upload the video where I am disturbed, where I don't speak that well, where I cry, I kind of say to myself, or Diana, no, that's, sorry, but that's not good enough, okay? I mean, that kind of part of you, we don't want to show. We just like you're not supposed to, you're supposed to be loving, beautiful, good energy, you know. Why are you crying in a video? Why are you so upset, you know? Why like you don't speak well in this video? It's better like not to show like what's good it's gonna bring to people, you know. I'm start questioning this and kind of saying, no, Diana, this part of yourself, it's not good. And it happens a lot with me. When I'm not in a great state, I'm kind of like judging myself for not being in a great mood. I'm like, Diana, you know all these things. Like you meditate, you take care of your physical, spiritual body, you're in a great relationship, in a great country, your life is beautiful, and you're supposed to feel good. You know, you don't have right to feel bad. You just don't have. What's in your life to make you feel like bad? And you know, when we asking someone, and how are you? Most of the people just asking how are you for the sake of being polite. Another person respond okay, but I'm talking about cases where you really mean like how are you, and other person might reply not well, and you're like, what happened? What happened to you? And the person start trying to seek the reasons why I'm not well, because it's not allowed to be not well. If everything well in your life, you're supposed to be well. And that's why people are trying to find answer in the wrong places, because this is the story our ego believes. If we have a good relationship, good country, good job, like we're supposed to be just in paradise. But we already know this is not how it is, and now people start looking answers in something else, because that's clearly not an answer. That's just ego bullshit. And if you're just going to try always make your life as comfortable as possible, hoping that one day you will reach eternal happiness, that's not gonna happen, sorry. Because our mind created this image about the world. If we got this, like I don't know, job, career, relationship, we're gonna be fine. And in reality, it's not like this. And just one sec. Today I feel I'm really in a great state, and I can channel something really beautiful too, and I just don't want to try to make up points with my brain. So I'm just waiting for something to come while I drink my water. So I started to talk about these things like career, relationship, and comfort and good country not gonna bring you happiness. Even it's good, I like all these things, and I'm still as a human being always trying to sort these things out, but I'm not as attached to them. I mean, I hope so. I mean, every time I say something I'm not, or I judge something, God just proves me that I am wrong. So please don't take these things away from me, but at least I'm trying to practice detachment from those things and realizing that I'm not my relationship, I'm not my body, I'm not my career. Even I don't have one. This is the only career I have going on right now in the moment. Please send me some donation in PayPal, because this is my only career. And even I don't associate myself with any of this thing, I'm still part of this game and I still participating in this game. But what makes this game much more like joyful, playful, easy, and really really joyful, because this is how this game is supposed to be. This Maya human game. It's not supposed to be suffering, struggle, fight, all of these creations of your mind, all of it. And if you go beyond your mind, and if you lose your mind for a little bit, even like losing mind get used to be a scary thing, and it's still like scary, because with your mind you losing your identity, you lose your sense of reality, and this is just a scary place to be at first. And that's why people get used to distract ourselves with so many things right now, with screens, sex, drugs, entertaining, conversations, listening, podcasts, something. Just don't look at in what's going on inside. Because first of all, when you start sitting, really sitting with your darkness and what's going on inside of you, this is scary at first. I mean, this is scary. I know how it feels, and I was not opening this door for a long time in my life, just because I didn't want to, like, I was doing this like self-reflection and self-analysis and like trying to figure out life for so many years. I mean, in my puberty especially, and it was every time it was just bringing me to depression, to this, the life is cruel, the life is pointless, there is no point to live. And I decided, okay, Diana, we're not gonna open this door anymore, okay? We're just gonna try to be chill, easy, like shallow, maybe just floating somewhere on the surface and just like enjoying the sunshine. Don't go too deep. But I couldn't resist my nature, because my nature is to look deep. I wanted to know mystery of life desperately, and I couldn't resist it anymore. And for a long time, to go beyond, I had to sit with my own darkness and realize that all this darkness is actually my creation, like creation of my mind that been fed and told for so many years, with so much negative stories around, so much negative stories from my parents, which was unconsciously. I have amazing parents, but still, there are so many beliefs that they install within you, like the world is cruel, the world is not safe, blah blah blah, and you kind of absorb it as a child. So many negative stories from television, because oh my god, I remember in a childhood there was TV on our kitchen always playing, and there was constantly like crashes on the road, like serial killers, and what kind of world I was living, what kind of world my mind would get used to believe that I was living. And it was like constant in school, someone always were bullying someone, and there was constant kind of like negativity around me that my mind was absorbing and making certain conclusions about how the world is. But this is just not real. You don't see. This is something very important gonna sound now, and please think about it. When you go to sleep and you close your eyes, you see a dream. Is your eyes closed or open? You see a dream with your eyes closed. So you don't really see with your eyes, you see with your mind. everything. I mean, yeah, there is a physical thing that we discovered. There is a light, and I'm not gonna be able to explain it, especially in English. I mean, you know it. You've been studying in school. There is a physical thing happening, that our eye like reading what's on light, but we don't see really the world with our eyes. We see our world with our mind. And if you want to create a beautiful world, you have to master your mind. And right now, human mind, it's a crazy, like insane, like monkey machine, which is constantly like absorbing all bunch of information, absolutely uncontrollable, absolutely crazy, messy, anxious, because we do everything but working with our own mind. And this is your responsibility, by the way. It's not like education's fault, it's not content fault, it's not Facebook fault that you don't have control over your mind. And something else, you have to master your mind, not just for yourself if you want to create a beautiful life, but with our collective mind, we also create our own society. The world that we live right now, with all wars, with all hunger, with all beauty in it as well, everything, it's our creation. There is nobody else's fault. If you want to live in a beautiful world, if you want to do something great for the world, master your mind, master your spirit, open your heart, love. But for that, you need to clear your mind. You need to see clear what's going on. You need to realize that everything is just a creation of your mind. And if you want a beautiful creation, you have to create a beautiful mind. And this is something in your power. Maybe you cannot create, maybe you don't have power over the world, because somebody else of course have, not you, but you have power over your mind, and this is more than enough. Something else I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I said the best thing you can do is to love, with your clear mind and with your open heart. And there is another interesting realization. So many realizations today. There is actually, like, we get used to see so many, like, huge range of emotions, and that's necessarily to see, and it's beautiful that we are developing emotional intelligence right now, and we're recognizing our own emotions, and there's like so many of them, such a like huge range of them, like jealousy, fear, sadness, I don't know, there is like lots of names, disappointment, shame. But actually, if you look down deep to every single one of these emotions, positive or negative, if we perceive them as positive and negative, there's only two emotions in its basis. It's love and fear. Like, this is also a huge insight for me. Every single emotion is either love or fear. I was thinking about it when I'm reading the comments. Like, a couple weeks ago, I uploaded kind of provocative video about ADHD, and I knew there is probably going to be like some negative comments as well, because so many people, they're just grabbing for their identity so much, and when they see something that doesn't go with their ego beliefs and kind of ruining their world a little bit, they're like, no, you are wrong. And they won't kind of express their resistance. It can be anger, it can be very intellectual resistance, because somehow most of my audience, even negative comments, are very respectful, very like, I don't know, like even negative comments are good comments. I'm enjoying reading them because I understand different point of view. But anyway, what I'm saying is, what they're actually experiencing when they see something and they don't like something, they fear. They fear, and it's actually not them who is fear. it's their ego who is fearing that the world that they've been creating for so many years will be ruined right now. And ego doesn't want to die. Ego believes actually in death, because what is fear? In psychology, if you studied a little bit of psychology, it goes down that every single fear that we have, every single one of it, name it, it goes down to the fear of death. Like, we have this fear in a basis because we believe we don't want to die, like physically. Even like fear of not acceptance in a society, for example, because as a human species we live in a society, and if you're somewhere alone in the woods, you have a high chance to die. So you kind of want to fit in a society, because in the basis of it you're afraid of dying. So ego believes in death, because ego is actually mortal, but our spirit is immortal and eternal. And if you go down to the basis of it, even the fear is not real. The fear only present in your life when you believe in death, when you believe that you can die. Like, actually, if you look at the life, nothing dies. Nothing were born in the first place, and nothing dies. Everything just changing its form. Like, I don't know, the book, first it's a new book, after it's an old book, and after it just goes to dust. So it starts from dust and go to dust. It's like a circle. You also come from soil and you go down to soil. I mean, do you die really? You just changing your form. Like, from this physical body that's changing with time, you go to another form of life. But all of this is life. And even death is not real. So there is only two emotions, love and fear. And every single time you are reacting to something, to somebody, you are choosing either of it. You're choosing to resist and say, no, it's not me, I judge it, I don't accept it. And in that case, you fear it, you don't accept it. And by the way, it's also so many insights today. Another thing that I wanted to share that I've noticed in my life, and it's a thing that happens all the time. God always trying to teach me to not judge anything and to not resist anything to life. Every time I say something, I fear this so much. I remember I was afraid these like huge cockroaches, like so much. I was like, and those cockroaches were so much present in my life in Spain. And until I decided to look at this cockroach and I say, you're beautiful, maybe you're not as attractive like in appearance, but you're a beautiful creature, I respect you, you've been here for a million years. I was started reading about these cockroaches, kind of admiring how they survive, how they're intelligent. I'm still not good with them, but at least I accept their existence, and that is enough for now. Maybe one day I can move to loving them, but right now I accept them as they are and I allow them to be. I hopefully not in my space, but still it's okay. Before I was resisted so much, and they were appearing in my life all the time to teach me something. And it happens like with everything. I judge someone. I judge, for example, the woman who chooses that kind of relationship, how she can be in this relationship. She doesn't respect herself or something, I don't know. And later on, life teaches me, and I'm appearing in this relationship, and I'm like, oh, and I feel so sorry, and I feel so ashamed that I was judging this woman, and now I'm in her place. Every single time you say something, no, that's not supposed to be like this, I never would do this, or this shouldn't be like this. God will always teach you, no, it's part of life. It's part of you. It's okay. And until you accept every single part of life, every single part of yourself, and every single part of life is part of yourself, you will always experience some kind of resistance and challenges, but they come to your life only for you to teach you that nothing is actually fractal and everything is whole, and every single part of life is actually part of you, because you are part of this life. You are creating this with your mind. We are all, I mean, not just you, like you are part of everything, and at the same time you are everything. So yeah, like this today. Yeah, I feel today was lots of valuable information. I truly felt like it was just coming through me. I'm so grateful for the beautiful video. It's just happened now. And I want you to remind that I'm so grateful for donations that you send in me. I'm so grateful, because this is basically my job right now. And it's beautiful if you can express your gratitude in such a way. And it's also beautiful if you can express yourself in the comments below. I love it so much. I appreciate your presence here. I appreciate your attention here. I appreciate you choosing consciously, continuously stepping into the most loving, authentic, truthful form as a human being here, because this is what we have to do now as a millennials. We are here to save the world. No, okay, it's a joke, not joke, but yeah, I feel that's just the best we can do, just to learn how to love each other, how to accept each other and ourselves and the world and the nature, and just all live in harmony and young butterflies and unicorns and under the beautiful trees, because trees are the most beautiful things on earth. Anyway, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I love you.